Hey there, everyone. This is Dr. Yam, your Keep It Simple coach, and welcome to another Biz Tip Tuesday. Hey, everyone. How's everyone doing? It's Dr. Yam, your Keep It Simple coach inside a content creation tips and more Facebook group. It's a pleasure to be with you once again this week. So let's get right to it. Today, it's not about you. I know that sounds kind of funny, right? It's not about you. I know you may have a business of your own, you may have that beautiful product, you may have a fabulous service, but at the end of the day, you want to be able to add value to your audience. And the way in which you're able to do that is not as hard as you may think. And for some of you, you're probably going to hit yourself in the head and think, why haven't I been doing this all along? And what is that, you say? So for today's Biz Tip Tuesday is where I come to share with you some of my findings and some of the tools that I use to help run my business and how I help my other clients who are aspiring and new solopreneurs, freelancers, and coaches, how to help them do the same so that they can grow and work smarter and not harder. Now, let me make sure I got you guys on lock here. Sometimes my audio's been a little on the funky side, so just want to make sure we're all coming through, if that's okay with you. There we go. I think we're in good shape. All right, we are. There we go. Thank you guys for that patience. I just wanted to make sure we were good there. Hey there, John. So as a part of Content Creation Tips and More Facebook group, where I help aspiring and new entrepreneurs grow their business using content marketing strategies. So today's content marketing method that I'm getting ready to share with you guys is on curating content to add value to your social media audience. What is curating content? Well, let's go back to museums. If everybody knows about museums, there's a collection there of artifacts. And the people who run those spaces are called curators because they're collecting useful information to share with their public audience. You, as a business owner, can do the same thing. Now, did the museum create and make those paintings, those sculptures? No. Those artifacts? No. They are pulling information and assets together that they are able to then share with their community in their cities and states. And so you want to think about it in that same way about how you can add value and bring information, useful information, to your audience. And the reason why this is important is when people want to do business with you, they need to know, like, and trust you. Part of knowing you and trusting you is that you want to be able to impart to other people that you know what you're doing, number one, that you have a sense of knowledge and expertise in your area, but also that you are on the trends. You are staying up on what's happening in your industry and what other people are doing that you find helpful, that you can share that information with someone else. So curating content is another valuable piece of how you can bring information to your intended audience. And that's what makes it special. You didn't have to create it. You simply had to go and find it and then share that information with your others that they will find it helpful. When people listen to other people, it's because they either have useful information that they could then take away. So let's think about it from that standpoint. Everything that you do when you're thinking about your social media and posting online and trying to create an audience and connecting with your audience is always doesn't have to be about you and your product and your services. You've got to be much more well-rounded, or what we like to call balanced, socially balanced, that is. And this is a way in which you can save a lot of time by simply I call it foraging, but basically going on and collecting useful information that then you can share with your intended audience. Now, you could certainly simply do this by keeping and using the industry magazines and your journals that you may get from time to time with your associations and things like that, depending on what your industry is, right? You have that ability. Another thing that you can do, however, is that you can actually, there are tools out there that will do the work for you. Come again? What did you say? Yes, do the work for you. AI, automation intelligence, they will go out and do the work for you. Go out and search for a particular topic and find that article or that image for you. And then you can take the credit for saying, hey, look what I found. Let me share this information with you. Now, you do want to do the due diligence of obviously reading the content. I do feel that is important. Headlines are not enough. People kind of get burned when they see an article, they just read the headline and was like, I agree with that statement. And then they go and they share it with other people, having no real clue whether or not what the stance was, if it was an opinion article or not, that what information in that content was there, and if it was true to form and it represents your voice and where you're in, where you stand on things. So please read first, then share. Now, with that being said, so in order for you to, so after you can do that manually, like I said, take a quote or even reference an article and say, here, check it out, and you did that manually, you can use an AI type of platform that will do it for you. And of course, you know me, I keep it simple, and I've got a tool for you that you can use for free, at least partially free. It's called what they call a freemium. So there are some features and functions that you can take advantage of. Again, try it out, see how you like it. And then if you find it to be a viable source that you want to be able to use in some of the features and functions that are part of a paid version of it, go for it. So what's today's tool for today's Biz Tip Tuesday? It is called Q. I call it Q. Some people call it Quo. It's QUUU.co. Now, this is a particular tool that will do the intelligence for you and actually then schedule it for you as well. So not only will it go out and find an article, and you can have this on automatic, you can tell this particular platform, hey, this is my industry. Let's say it's crafting. Let's say it's embroidery. And that's what you happen to do, as keeping it simple. So anytime, so you can set some parameters, set up your query inside of the AI software like Q, and anytime that there's an article relevant to that particular topic, it will pull that for you and make a list. Now, it will go one step further. Not only will it find that article for you, but if you like, it will automate and connect with with a platform that you can then schedule so it can post to your platform as well. So now what have you done? Not only have you found curated content that's already been vetted, by the way, so I will give you some sense that the content that they're sharing is coming from sources, not only from news articles and magazines, it's also coming from bloggers and other industry experts like yourself. And so they're kind of sharing the love in that way. So you're able to take that article content and then publish it to your Facebook, your Twitter, or even your Instagram account. I think you can do Instagram on that one. But certainly this is a freebie that you can utilize. And why is this important? Number one, it takes the pressure off of you having to come up with content to publish all the time. Number one. Number two, it makes you look good because it's like, hey, I'm staying in the know, I'm doing some research, I'm adding some value to you. And it's simplifying a process for you that you may not necessarily have been doing all along. Because at the end of the day, you want to have balanced content. You want to make sure that you're feeling able to not only pull resources from different sources, but that you're also able to offer information that's going to be useful to your intended audience, that they want to stay connected with you. Because if they know that you're putting out quality content, they're more than likely to want to stay connected to you. So today's biz tip, curate some content. Be the curator for your business, like the museum creators are for their communities. And everywhere I've gone, I'm always happy when I walk out of a museum that I've seen beautiful, useful information that lifted my spirits. And so you could do the same for your audience. That today, my friends, is our Biz Tip Tuesday. How you can create content to add value to your social media audience. I hope you found this to be helpful. Head on over to quuu.co. They have a freebie version that you can sign up for, try it out, and then share in the comments what you think about this particular idea. Have you created content lately? If not, is this something that you think that you would want to do now that you know what you know? Let's share those in the comments in this particular video. And until next time, let's get busy. Take care. This is Dr. Yam, your Keep It Simple coach. Bye.